Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
All ready to talk about Marina Mabrey. Well, we are going to do it anyway with good reason, and we will bring it all the way back to Caitlin Clark. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Here we go. So for those of you that didn't see this, and I find this very, very appropriate, and we're also going to get into why the WNBA struggles aside from the basketball on the court. Okay, we've got this. Apparently now Marina Mabrey has a crash out jar.
Marina Mabrey recently introduced on social media her crash out jar, and it has since grown to a bigger crash out jar. As you can see right here, it's basically a self-imposed fine anytime she loses it on the court. Marina joked that it's her way of keeping herself accountable, or at least trying to, and honestly guys, it's very on brand. Marina
Trying to is the key. Absolutely 100%, because I don't think it actually does anything. Marina Mabrey crashes out time and time and time again. I think a lot of people would say, yeah, you know what? This is something that she, well, I don't know if the crash out jar would do anything. Marina Mabrey is got to learn to rein it in, reel it in just a little bit. But here's where the WNBA gets into trouble, and where I try and walk a fine line so I don't lose another 100 subscribers. We get this right away, and this is why we'll eventually get back to Caitlin Clark. We've got, now first of all, I want to share this because this was kind of funny. I tried so hard to find a clip of this somewhere and could not. But as you can see, that's a foul. I'm gonna bleeping bleep somebody. That is Marina Mabrey. Now that I find actually funny when you get, because obviously we know that's hyperbole. That's just she's crashing out, right? But when it gets into physical stuff and it gets into cheap shots and dirty play, that's a different thing. But see, here's where we get into issues. We've got to, if this was a black woman behaving like this, y'all wouldn't be condoning it. First of all, I don't know that anyone is condoning it. In fact, I'm pretty sure even going back to college, Caitlin Clark got constant criticism for her, shall we say, interactions with officials during games, for her behavior during games, for what we would call, with Marina Mabrey, crash outs. We all know it. We all of us, well, maybe not all of us, but most of us who are watching this video watched Caitlin Clark in college. You all know what I'm talking about. You saw it in the WNBA as well. I mean, in fact, they talked about, now I'm forgetting what it was called. Maybe you can all let me know in the comments, like not babysitting, but you know, they all like the Caitlin Clark, I don't know what it was, committee or something, the ones that had to like keep her from getting technicals and getting kicked out of games because she was crashing out. So this is absurd to say if it was a black woman, you wouldn't be condoning it. People didn't condone it with Clark. I'm not condoning it with this. And again, see, this is, we'll flip to one more. This is where we have a real problem. We go, Kennedy Carter is out of the league for bad behavior, but the white interracial relationship baiter gets rewarded for yelling and pushing black women. Huh. Okay, so I'm not really sure how to break this down. I'm going to stick with the Carter stuff because I don't know what the white interracial relationship baiter thing actually means, other than Marina Mabrey is only in that relationship so she can go after black women. Is that like what this person is saying? I don't know. And for yelling and pushing black women, we'll get to that in a minute. We're going to circle back, as they say. First of all, most of the league, right? What it was, let me know the percentage. But it's a lot, right? It's the majority of women in the WNBA are black. So most likely, if Marina Mabrey is going to push anyone, statistically speaking, that's going to happen, and it's not going to be for that reason. But let's talk about Kennedy Carter, because I don't know if y'all noticed this. I don't know. I'm not black. I know a lot of you probably just unsubbed because you thought I was, but I'm not. And y'all know I've had a lot of negative things to say about Kennedy Carter, going all the way back to her blindsided hit on Caitlin Clark. But I have also said Kennedy Carter deserves to be in the WNBA. Kennedy Carter's behavior when I look at what a lot of these other players do, whether it's Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner's behavior, Brittany Griner's behavior, Kennedy Carter absolutely deserves to be in the WNBA, which, kind of puts some cold water on this nonsense about this right here. So, I mean, like, I don't know why you're assigning it's white people that want Kennedy Carter out of the league, because that's simply absurd. And we will finally wrap it all up with this again to show how absurd this is. I don't know if y'all notice, but Caitlin Clark here. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I forgot to. There we go. Now y'all can see. Caitlin Clark here is, well, Caitlin Clark's about as white as it gets. And there's Marina Mabrey. Slam, bam, blindsided hit, whacks Caitlin Clark for no reason. She wasn't even paying attention. She has no idea what happened, but she should have gotten tossed out for that. I'm just saying. So we've got me defending Kennedy Carter and saying she shouldn't be out of the league, and Marina Mabrey just blindsided Caitlin Clark with a dirty hit, which makes this complete gibberish. And that is the problem that we have in the WNBA that you don't see. Now, I'm saying there aren't issues like things here and there with, like, we'll use the NBA, for example. You'll see things maybe sometimes in the media. It's usually get into political stuff and people make assumptions, but you just don't see in the conversations about players, you don't see this sort of thing where it's just constantly going right to this right away. And that, I think that does a disservice to the players. It does a disservice to the growth of the league. And I think you have real problems if you're going to immediately, on every little thing, go to skin color. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help grow the league. It doesn't help get the players what they say they deserve. It doesn't help get the players what they want. In order for the players to get what they want, the league needs to grow. The fans need to feel welcome, that they don't come in and immediately they're called all these nasty things. And if they have an opinion about a player, good or bad, everything comes down to, well, you're saying that or not saying that because of that player's skin color. Really? We're doing this in 2025 over and over and over again? Come on now. Everyone take a breath, take a step back, grow up just a little tiny bit, and let's focus on the basketball. And when someone says they don't like a player doing a certain thing, or they don't think this player is as good as this player, maybe we can take that at face value for what it is and start enjoying the WNBA for what it's supposed to be, which is the best women's basketball players in the world. Let's leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking out the video. As always, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will talk to you later.